So we've got one more app demo to do, and I'm sure you guys are all aware, we've said it many times, but the iPad is just a few days away from being released, and our next app is actually an iPad app. It works on the iPhone too, but I think it's probably a little bit better on the iPad. There's some 3D glasses that you've been sitting on for most of the time. You've been wondering what those are for, now's the time. So,
yeah.
Welcome to the stage, Wallace Keller, here to show us the wrong side of the bed.
Come on up. Unfortunately, the image is a little bit dark for the 3D glasses, but you'll get a little taste of it. It looks a lot better on the screen itself. Oh yeah, I have my glasses right. I have cool glasses actually. See? Yeah, put the mic on. Yeah. So tell me.
Get those 3D glasses on.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
this image isn't 3D, so but you can wear the glasses.
He wanted to get a picture. So tell me about the wrong side of the bed. What was this app designed for, and what does it do?
Well, it was primarily designed for the iPad because of the color and the display. So it's a book that I wrote and illustrated, and we wanted to adapt it for the iPad, but we wanted to do something more because we thought, what can we do to really, really use the iPad to the max? So we decided to turn it into a 3D book. I mean,
And what age range is this for, really?
It's 3 to 6, I guess.
3 to 6.
Yeah.
Perfect, because I have a kid in that age range.
Great.
So show me what is cool about this book. What does this book do that other books don't do?
Do you want to see the demo?
Obviously,
Should I
please do.
Okay.
Obviously, the 3D glasses come into play here.
Now, I'm sorry. How do I turn this on?
You might need to go forward one more.
Okay.
And let's see if it pops up there. If it doesn't, I'll have to go out to the OS and pull it out.
Yeah, I think you want to launch that from the desktop, sorry.
Sorry. Let's see. Wrong side of the bed. There we go. And full screen. And play. Right. Is it playing? It looks like it's playing.
3D version. So it's time to put on your 3D glasses.
We can back it up.
And you can also, this is a demo of the new 3D Storybook app for the iPad and the iPhone, called The Wrong Side of the Bed 3D. Here we have the main menu, and we can read the book in either 3D or 2D. Let's take a look at the 3D version.
That's the 3D.
So it's time to put on your 3D glasses, and you can also double tap or pinch to zoom in and out of the artwork.
And unfortunately, on
The
this
wrong
projector,
side of
it's
the
not really all that
By
great. It's a
Wallace
lot
C.
better
Keller.
on a nice display.
One morning, little Mott Turner awoke confused and irritable, and surrounded by everything under his bed. Nothing in his room looked familiar. It was time to get up.
The app features audio read by the author and also an original musical score.
So, over the edge he rolled and dropped, and dropped, and dropped, until he came to a sudden stop.
It tells the story of a little boy who wakes up on the wrong side of the bed.
And at that moment, it became clear to him what had actually happened. He'd gotten up on the wrong side of the bed.
And there are 24 full color spreads in 3D and 2D, with a lot of details to explore. So another way to read the book is in 2D, and one fun feature for kids is that you can turn the book upside down and see it in a totally new perspective.
The Wrong Side of the Bed by Wallace C. Keller. One morning, little Mott Turner awoke confused and irritable,
So there
and
Mott is
surrounded
on
by
the
everything.
underside of his bed.
So, over the edge he rolled and dropped.
And when he
And at
falls
that-
off, he ends up upside down on the ceiling.
He'd gotten up on the wrong side of the bed.
There's also an option to turn off the audio if you'd like to read the book yourself. And if you don't already have 3D glasses, you can easily order them by clicking this link in the app. To learn learn more about See Here Studios, you just touch on the logo. And this is The Wrong Side of the Bed 3D.
Cool. So obviously you can turn on the 3D if you have the glasses. If not, you can see the book in 2D.
Right.
Are you building more interaction because you have a computer in front of you instead of just paper? Are you thinking about that as an illustrator?
For this particular one, for this story?
Either this one or future projects.
For
Where
future
do you
projects,
think you're going to take
depending on the project. But for this one, we have the zoom in feature, so you can get in and you can see the details of the work in the 3D. But also, if you want to hang on to the glasses, you can check out the website. You can actually see them a lot clearer, probably, than what you've seen tonight. So,
yeah. What's the act of writing for the iPad like for you as an illustrator? How was that different from working on the iPhone or working on a laptop?
in terms of story?
In terms of story or thinking or?
Well, it's actually a published book.
Okay.
So the story's been done, of course. So it's just a matter of taking the existing story and turning it into a three-dimensional story.
Okay.
So
Cool. How did you do the 3D technology? How did you illustrate that for 3D?
we found someone to do that for us, a man who's been doing it for 40 years. His name is Ray Zone, and he's a master of it. And he's written books on it. He teaches it. So we work with him.
Very cool. And where do I learn more about the book and hear more about how you developed this story?
Well, the company's called See Here Studios, and if you go to the website, there's more information there about the book, about us, and we'll post future projects there.
And is this going to be available on Saturday when everybody gets their
Yes.
iPads?
Yes.
It is in the store
Definitely.
on Saturday?
Yeah, it'll
And
be.
how much is the book?
We're probably going to start it around, I think, $2.99 for the iPad, and possibly 99 cents for the iPhone.
That's fairly affordable because a lot of children's books, you go in and you
$15
pay.
range or so.
It's crazy how
Yeah,
much you
yeah.
can pay for books. Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for being the
Thank
last
you.
demo here on stage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck.